All right, a very good evening, everyone. Once again, welcome to the COVID 21 quiz series by HomeRun Quizzes. So, yeah, we're good to go. 7:35 is the time. 15 new questions. Welcome again for all the ones who have just joined in or probably are joining us for the first time. Thank you. So, this is something that we do every day. Jai Rana, thank you. Aditya, Nishan, Devjyoti, uh, Teja also has joined. Gaurav, Shresh is here, and Sai has also joined us. Alright, let's start off for the day. And how we start is we discuss the answers for yesterday. So, yeah, uh, from the set of live quizzes on Facebook that we are doing every day at 7:30 p.m. So, cheers, guys. Let your friends know about this. Tell them that we are doing a set of 15 questions every day on Facebook Live. All right. So let your friends know about this, and also you all keep joining us every day. So, yeah. So these are the questions and format that we had for yesterday. So yesterday we had tweaked in the format a bit. We introduced a theme and a set of simple five questions in and around from the world of Simpsons, and a couple of general questions were seen in the set. Okay, let's start off. So climate change and later climate emergency had won. So this was the Oxford's word of the year for the year 2019. Okay, most of you got this. So what is this place used in Malabar Hill in Mumbai? Uh, Again, we had like half a set of correct answers for this one. So this is the burial place, the open burial place for the Parsis. So you see a lot of vultures there and a set of people wearing a white dress who are bringing in another uh, dead body like that. So second answer. So who is this? Pretty evident from the get-up and the look. This is Julius Caesar, in fact. Okay, shares its name with the ruler. So we had a lot of interesting answers for question 4, the syndrome that we had asked, with good answers ranging from Paris and a couple of other beautiful cities in from the Europe. So the answer to this one is Florence. Okay. We also had a really close guess, Paris, but that kind of also has a different syndrome and which is kind of opposite to it. So yeah, Florence is what we wanted there. So this one turned out to be a simple connect. The coat of arms of Ireland features a harp. Logo of the famous beer company is Guinness, okay, which is a harp. An object which Amy Farrah Fowler's favorite is again a harp, and the object that you see in the image is the earlier version of a harp. Okay, pretty simple there. Okay. This one we had, as I said, a lot of people turned out to guess Raja Ravi Verma, but the answer to this one is S. Haldankar. Okay, not Raja Ravi Verma, but you all mistaken it for Raja Ravi Verma. Like, in fact, also this is something that I kind of discovered yesterday. Alright, and then we had a set of themed questions. The theme was really simple. I'll just come to the theme once I get the answers to the questions. So the astronomical symbol for the sun is question 7. Hebrew calendar, 7 day and Vijay according to ISO. This is Sunday, of course. Simple answer there. All of you got that. What collectively comprises of all these different things? So these are different sun signs, and their signs is what it's made up of. So Gemini has got a set of twins. Scorpio has got okay. Scorpio is there, okay, and a couple of other things like that, okay. Okay, later for the ISRO question we had Bhaskara. Okay, Bhaskara is the name of this satellite. Okay, and overall the simple theme that we wanted here is the sun. Okay, so Bhaskara is just another name for sun. Okay, and then sun signs was question 9. Sunday in question 8, and basically answer to the theme was in question 7, which was the sun. And a couple of questions that were based in and around from the world of Simpsons. Which anatomical figure was altered or is usually altered in an animated things or shows? So basically, them having 4 fingers instead of 5 is what we wanted. Okay, here, and of course, God and Jesus from Simpsons are the only 2 exceptions in this one. So why is this chalkboard gag a contradiction by Bart? So how the show starts is usually there's a zoom in picture of the zoom in shot of the whole school where Bart is seen in one of the classroom, and usually he's seen just writing up something funny on the board. So Bart is in fact voiced by a female. Nancy Cartwright is the person who voices Bart, so that kind of just becomes a contradiction in some way. Okay, so Nancy Cartwright there. So 13 was simple again. From this was from 20 sorry, the year 2000, and a couple of answers from the people from those times, but then it was also a thing that the Simpsons had predicted that Donald Trump is going to be the president of the United States. So President Trump are the words that are blanked out there. Question 14 is, how is that M and G? What is the significance of M and G there? So M and G, Matt Groening, are the initials of the creator of Simpsons. Okay, that's a really good fun there. Okay, and these 3 is whom we wanted. So that's Paul McCartney, very much guessable from the hairdo. That's Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and then the third one is Venus. Okay, from the famous painting. All right, so here are the set of compiled answers for yesterday's quiz. So we'll just hold on for this one for a couple of seconds, and yeah, let's start off for today. Again, thanks a lot all of you for joining. Probably if you're joining us for the very first time, this is something that we do every day on HomeRun Quizzes. My name is Rishabh, and I'll be your host for the evening. And we ask you all a total of 15 questions with a set of themed questions plus connect questions, and overall a set of 15 questions. Okay, and let your friends know that we are doing this every day at 7:30 p.m. during the time of the lockdown. And how you have to play this quiz is, please do not comment the answer that we are asking you in the comment section. What you have to do is you can just text your answers to the number that you see on the screen. Alright, and if you are using any mobile if you are using a mobile device to see the questions, you can just write down your answers on a piece of paper in the order that we ask you, and then later just send us a picture of all the question that you see on the screen, of all the answers that of your answers that you see, alright, on that particular number on WhatsApp. Or either way, you can just send us your answers in a document, or just message us your answers on the Facebook on this page. Okay, let's start off. Here's the format for today. We've basically divided into 3 sections. So first to 5 are plain simple dry questions with no particular theme. Questions 6 to 10 are based on a very simple evident theme, just like we had sun for yesterday. And then for the third one, 11 to 15 are basically on origins of things, and it does not mean to have mythology, but it could be anything broadly under the term origin, how things first started, and all of that. Okay, very excited. Let's start off with the first question for the day. So the name of which hill station is believed to mean 3 rivers, referring to its location at the confluence of these 3 rivers that you see on your screen? and try to make out what geographical part of the country this could be in. Yes, this is from India. And now just think of a famous hill station, a famous touristy place where you would find in that particular region. Okay. Alright, so it is believed that the name of this hill station comes from the fact that there are three rivers alongside. So which hill station is this? And as I said, how you can get to this one is try to read out the names of the rivers and think of a geographical location and just narrow it down to a hill station, famous hill station from that particular geographical area. Alright, okay, that's question number you see on word is blanked out. Okay, so you see this yellow part, it says the capacity of something. So I've taken this from the curve that we are supposed to flatten. Alright, so basically this is a sample of an epidemic curve that shows things that we are doing, how it's going to be with social distances and social distancing and precautions, and the yellow part or the orangish part shows it how it's going to be with social distancing and the precautions that we are taking. Alright, what I'm looking for is what is that capacity there. In next axis it says time for the first infection and in Y the number of people infected, of course. So what could be the capacity of this? Alright, should be simple. And also at any point of time you guys are having any doubts about any question, please do comment your doubts. Okay, I'll make sure I'll address them. Okay, that's question 2. That particular line, okay, is the capacity of what? Question. Padma Vibhushan awardee. So who is this? Alright, if I were to just clarify one thing, that's a female. If you could not get it right completely, so that's a female. Okay, so who is that person? And the year when she got this was 2011. Okay, yeah, that's three images. See, they all represent the same thing. All the 7 things that you're seeing there, they all represent the same thing. Okay, the same something that I'm looking for. So what is being represented here? Alright, so what's being represented? So how you can come to this is you see a lot of numbers in the thing, and those kind of indicate the movement of something. Okay, so try to figure out, try to get what or whose movement could this be. All right, quite an interesting question. So think of movement and try to relate this movement with the numbers that you see. So try to go from 1, 2, 3, 4 and all of that. And now think of what this could be. So it would be much more helpful if you try to move your hand in that particular way. Okay, try to get those numbers and try to move your hand. Something should strike you at that point of time. Okay, so movement, okay, movement, numbers, and try to think of what this could be and come up with a two-worded answer. Okay, nothing 2 3 worded answer like that. All right, that's for what. Okay, Kashyapa, Atri, Vashishta, Vishwamitra, Gautam, Jamadagni, and Bharadwaj. So what connects all of this? So this is an exhaustive connect. If I were to add something, a set of exhaustive list of, try to see the number that I've shown you, and maybe that should help you. And this is an exhaustive list. Okay, for the set of questions from 6 to 10. So the theme of sacred fig is the scientific name of which tree? Okay, the scientific name of which tree? Pretty evident from the name there. Right? Should be simple. Okay, don't think too much for this one. Sacred fig, really ficus religiosa. Reminding you, question 7, again on the same thing. So what is happening here? Alright, so you see two dominant people. So what is happening there? So Pranab Mukherjee and Ramnath Kovind. So what is happening? Both of them look very happy. So what's happening there? From the theme. So and is named in whose honor? So Tirana International Airport Mene Dash. So Dash is the last name of the person. Is the main international airport of this particular country and is named in whose honor? Alright, so looking for two parts, half a point for each correct answer. Okay, two parts. Again, should be simple. Alright, so you see a very prominent name there that really should help you come to the answer. Okay, so which country's major airport, most important airport, and is named in whose honor? That's question. So India's first minister arguing that those who were on the selection committees for this particular thing should not themselves receive the thing that he was being awarded. And in the year 1992, the surviving family of Subhash Chandra Bose, who went missing in the year 1945, were later contacted about accepting this posthumously on Bose's behalf. However, his family declined the honor, citing the length of the time that it had taken to recognize him. Alright, so something was declined by both these people here. So, what is that? Okay, so something declined by Abdul Kalam Azad, and again something declined by the family of Subhash Chandra Bose. So, what is this? This one again should be simple. Alright, so the last question from the theme. So, whose funeral procession is that? Okay, so how you can come to the answer is this particular major iconic figure was, of course, you see the flag of some country there. Try to figure out the country by looking at the flag. I'm just going to also zoom in to the image there. Okay, so try to figure out this flag and then try to think of one famous person whose funeral was this. Alright, okay, that's question 10 from the theme. I'm quickly gonna go through all the questions once again. So I do see a few people have just joined in. So just gonna repeat the questions from the theme now. So sacred fig is the scientific name of which tree? Right? What's happening here? Question 8. The main international airport of which country and named in whose honor? What did the family of Subhash Chandra Bose decline? And similarly, at some point of time, Maulana Azad has also declined this particular thing. So what is that? So also make sure you specify whatever your theme is just before or after your set of questions are done. Alright, do specify your theme. 2 points in total for the theme, and of course 1 correct point for the individual right answers. Okay, that's question 6 to 10 based on the theme. Let's go to the next question. So the book by Dan Brown, Origin, is primarily based, okay, in this particular place that you see. All right. So the questions 11 to 15 are based on the origin of something. Okay, so Miran, I will cycle back through all the questions and we'll quickly go through the first three again. Yes, I'll do that. Okay, so 11 to 15 are based on some origin of something. So the first question is, where is the book Origin by Dan Brown primarily based in? I'm looking for the name of this particular uh, place that I'm showing you. Okay, so particularly it's based in one whole city where everything happens. Most of the book is set in, and then this is where a lot of things happen in the book as well. So I'm looking for this particular thing. All right, that's question 11. Question 12. Which phrase comes from an old law stating that if someone butchered an animal that didn't belong to him, he would only be punished if he was seen with blood on his hands? Okay, the question could not get more simpler. Alright, so what is this phrase? Someone butchered an animal. So yeah, I mean, if I just keep on repeating the question, you will definitely get it. Okay, it's pretty evident, the simplest question of the lot for today. Yeah, going to the next question. So, which Hindi word dating to 1762 originated in the eastern regions of the Mughal Empire, consisting of alkali, natural oils, and fragrances? It was later introduced in Britain by, so this whole uh, product, which is basically the word of this thing, okay, is was later introduced into Britain by this particular entrepreneur, Bengali entrepreneur. So, okay, we'll just clarify a bit. I'm looking for the English word which is derived from this Hindi word, okay, because it would just be way too specific. I ask you for the Hindi word there. So, looking for the English word derived from the Hindi word, and the Hindi word was basically something, okay, that originated in the eastern regions of Mughal Empire, and some particular product that consisted of alkali, natural oils, and fragrances. Alright, and later was introduced in Britain by this particular person. So what is this? Alright, question 14. So what you see here is something called Yakchal, and this is a mound made up of mud rising as high as 18 meters off the ground, and which basically also has a pit of 5,000 cubic meters in volume that would then be dug underneath it. Okay, so this particular thing was the very first version of what modern day machine. So think of, why would one use mud? Okay, and if I were to tell you, a lot of things, a lot of let's say water and a lot of different things which were perishable were stored under this whole thing. Think of the fact that what geographical region where this is in, okay, and think of what this could be, the very first version of a modern day machine. Alright, okay, so this is something from Iran, is where this is. Okay, and the final question for the day. So this is the first what? Okay, so think of what this structure kind of looks like. Something that is really big right now. So this is the first what? Okay, again, this is a simple question. Alright, now that brings an end to the questions for today. Before that, kudos to all of you who gave us an attempt at the quiz for yesterday. So we see a lot of variation in the points because of the theme and a couple of multi pointers in the quiz yesterday. So topping the quiz and getting most of the parts right. Okay, Shresht, I think you only had missed one particular answer or like that. Okay, with 17.5, Shresht tops yesterday's quiz, followed closely by Rajarshi and Anshul. Adarsh is on 16 points, Abhinav on 13, Sagnik and Gaurav on 10, and finally our regulars Toyed on 10 points. So thanks a lot, guys. Again, congratulations. So please do keep on joining. Yeah, it's something that we do every day. Let your friends know. The more, the merrier, of course. Okay, let's quickly cycle back through all the questions. And probably if you missed any of the questions, this YouTube stream is going to be on our Facebook page. You can always go and check out the uh, question that you may have missed. So for today, we are accepting our answers till 8:20. So there's the time I speak this, there's still a sort of total of 13 minutes remaining. Okay, name of this hill station that comes from and means three rivers. All right. So think of what geographical area this could be in. Alright, and try to come up with the name of a hill station. That's question 1. Question 2. What thing is blanked out from the epidemic curve? Alright, so it kind of says the capacity of something. So what is it? And third, this female received the Padma Vibhushan award in the year 2011. So who is this? Alright, that's the three questions. And if you may have missed anything, just take a few guesses. Alright, guesswork would always help you. So question 4, what is being represented here? Connect these set of 7 people. Okay, sacred fig is the scientific name for which tree? Now the themed questions start. 6 to 10 are themed questions. Okay, also do specify the theme along with your answers. Question 7, what is being what's happening here? All right, that's Pranab Mukherjee and Ramnath Kovind. Question 8 from the theme, looking for 2 parts, international airport of which country and named in whose honor? Question 9, Abul Kalam Azad and Subhash Chandra Bose both declined what? And final question from the theme, whose funeral procession is this? Okay, yeah, those were the theme questions. Also do specify your theme, and finally a set of 5 questions on the origin of some or the other thing. So could not have a better start from the book Origin by Dan Brown. So what is this place where the book is set in? Alright, which phrase comes from this old law? 13. Which English word derived from the Hindi word? It kind of denotes a thing, a product that came from Mughal Empire consisting of alkali, natural oils and fragrances, and it was later introduced into Britain by this Bengali entrepreneur. Question 14. This is the earliest version of what modern day machine? And 15. This is the first what? Alright, that brings an end to the quest for today. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining in. Hope to see you tomorrow. Look out for the answers. Do join in to get know the right answers for tomorrow's quiz along with a set of new 15 questions. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Goodbye. Stay safe.